This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness. With the people, products, and technology to take you there, it's why they say, at PennyMac, greatness lives here.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Christine Stewart. Well, the saying goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but when it comes to Originator Connect, it's the opposite. We hope you take everything you learned in Vegas and begin applying it this week, starting with technology. We heard a lot about how behind the mortgage industry is when it comes to technology and what some big players in the industry are doing to help.
When we think about Rocket Pro TPO and we think about the wholesale business, we truly believe that tech is a big player in this market.
Everybody that we talk to at Originator Connect agrees that the mortgage industry needs to catch up when it comes to technology, not only for themselves, but for their customers too.
Absolutely. When I think about mortgages, I think about two things. I think about technology and I think about marketing. You got to be an expert at both. Marketing meaning attracting clients, attracting potential clients to do business with you. But technology it's basically the motor that powers your mortgage process from start to finish.
Mike Fawaz, who is Senior Vice President at Rocket Mortgage, says that technology should come hand in hand with marketing in order to attract new clientele. And, of course, with new customers comes profit.
The more you are invested in your people, the more they'll be invested in you. And I promise you, you invest in your people, the numbers and the money will follow 100%.
Fawaz also said that with tech comes efficiency.
Especially in this market right now. This market is a little bit challenging and we all know that. So the more you invest to becoming very efficient at what you do on a daily basis, the better it is and the faster it is to get your loans closed at the closing table.
Pavan Agarwal, who is CEO of SunWest Mortgage Company, agrees that tech is necessary in the mortgage industry. Agarwal spoke at Originator Connect about SunWest's AI program, Morgan.
It changes the whole paradigm of how a mortgage is originated. It puts the power back in the hands of the originator.
Agarwal described Morgan as empathetic technology, meaning that Morgan was designed to behave like a regular human. Morgan is built on blockchain and was created to save time for originators.
Morgan is people-powered technology, so it's AI and humans working together.
While Agarwal believes that tech and AI cannot replace human work, he encouraged his audience to take a chance on AI for their own companies.
As a result, if you don't embrace technology like this, you're going to be very inefficient with very unhappy originators.
For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Sarah Wolak.
Rocket isn't the only one dipping their toe into the technology waters. Our own Katie Jensen spoke with Tuan Nguyen about his new software platform that has helped him become the #1 LO in the country.
I'm a broker. I'm a mortgage broker. I need to run my business.
Tuan Nguyen has been the top broker in the industry for each of the last 2 years, and that didn't happen by accident. He built up his own software to speed up the loan writing process.
It's been 8 years. We added a lot more features. So at the end, our platform can do almost everything.
Nguyen's software is called MOSO, short for mortgage software. And when he says it can do almost everything, he means it.
Compliance, marketing, building a relationship with realtor, mortgage call report, CRM, POS, LOS, almost everything.
Nguyen admits he's lucky to be in San Jose, right in the middle of Silicon Valley. He was able to rely on friends to help get MOSO started.
I asked one of my friends to help me build a little tool to keep track of loan status, and we roll from there. Little by little, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that.
Over time, Nguyen built out MOSO. He now sells it to other brokers and estimates he has about 50 clients so far.
I try to help other brokers. I don't make much money, $50 per user.
Nguyen says his loan factory is able to complete loans in about a week using MOSO. He can't guarantee other brokers will see the same speed, but he says they will become more efficient, and they'll get more repeat customers.
Because the process is well defined and always inform customer what's going on, what needs to be done. And it's also helping the processor, the team, they know exactly what they need to do.
Nguyen says the industry as a whole is well behind the tech standards of Silicon Valley. Even major lenders could do more to help bring the industry as a whole into the future.
If, by the Silicon Valley standard, they're supposed to have a platform with all the API opened up for anyone to connect it to.
MOSO helps Nguyen write close to $2.5 billion in loans just last year. Even though he wants to be humble, he can't ignore his success.
To be honest, I don't want to brag about myself, but that number, I have to recognize, I have to agree that it's a big number.
For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Katie Jensen.
Home sales continued to plunge in July, falling nearly 30% from a year earlier to the slowest pace in 6 years. The U.S. Census Bureau and HUD said the sale of new single-family homes was down 12.6% from June and 29.6% from a year earlier. The pace of sales peaked in August 2020 at 1.04 million and is now at its slowest pace since 2016. And finally, Wells Fargo says it has no intention of abandoning its correspondent lending sector. Reacting to reports that suggest the nation's third largest bank may leave the sector, a Wells Fargo executive sent an email to clients last week stating that correspondent has been an essential part of Wells Fargo home lending's success and continues to play a key role as we adapt to a changing industry. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, visit mortgagenewsnetwork.com.